describe the feeling when you have it going like that?
Obviously when you're in a rhythm and shots are going in, life is really good. You just feel like you're in a zone. And obviously, as you can see, I was in that zone. And obviously when you're in it, it feels really good. Like I said before, when you make shots, life is great. There's, no problems ever in the world.
Eric Walden, Salt Lake Tribune.
George, as your perfect life was unfolding late in the third and early in the fourth quarter, what can you say just about the ability of this team to go on an incredible run like that? That 26-2 run that really turned things around.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the group or groups that I was in there with, we were doing a tremendous job of moving the ball. But I think more importantly, Rudy Gobert did a great job of, anchoring our defense and coming up with huge blocks, contesting a bunch of shots so we could get out and really fast break and not let them really have their defense set. That being said, Rudy sacrificing himself, rolling to the rim and making their defense sink in. And, unselfish guys like Mike, Joe, JC, being able to find me on kickouts for me to do what I do. I think that's the great thing about this team, is that we have guys that are willing to buy in and sacrifice to their roles. So, maybe their personal numbers may not look the greatest, but the team's overall winning. And I think that's what this organization stands for. And I think the guys in this locker room have really bought into that.
John Kuhn, AP.
George, tonight the bench had 19 made three-pointers, which is the most by any team's bench in NBA history. What can you just say about the consistency of the second unit for the Jazz and ability to give that lift at critical times?
I don't want to just give credit, to the bench unit because, there's times where the starters pick us up. But I think that's an incredible accomplishment. 19 threes is a lot of points. I wasn't a math major, but that's a lot of points. I think we go out there and we know our role and we do what we're supposed to do. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm tripping up on my words to try to give you a good answer, but like JC knows how to score pretty much on anybody. When Rudy's in there or Fave's in there, they know their job is to roll the rim to, sink in the defense. Joe knows that, he's to create for other guys and make open threes. And Mike knows the same. And I know my role is to take and make open shots. And if there's a bad closeout, drive a bad closeout. Like I said earlier, when you have a team that's bought into their roles and wanting to be stars in their roles, you have great success. And I think, Coach Q has really preached that and made us believe in that. And the proof is in the pudding.
Andy Larson, Salt Lake Tribune.
George, I was a math major, and I can tell you that was a lot of threes. So I wanted to ask about that lineup. I mean, that bench lineup, you, Mike, Jordan, and Rudy, with either Joe or Mie or whoever else in there, has been really good on the defensive side as much as anything. I mean, you guys have a lot of spacing, but the defense has been great too. What is it that makes that lineup work so well defensively, especially? I mean, is it just Rudy, or what else is that kind of goes into your success so far this year?
I definitely want to give a lot of credit to Rudy. What he does, I hope doesn't go unnoticed. It doesn't go unnoticed in our locker room, but, publicly, the way he alters shots, the way he makes other teams have to scheme and game plan around him allows us to, have security pressuring up on the ball, knowing that the other team is going to have to score over a 7-footer at the rim, 2-time defensive player of the year. With that being said, Mie does a great job on the ball, Mike, JC, Joe, but that can't happen if Rudy isn't behind us talking, anchoring the defense. So when you can make guys uncomfortable with pressuring them on the perimeter and force them to drive into such a elite defender, rotations seem more clear and easier, and that really helps us.
All right, that's it. Thanks, George.
Thank you guys so much.